Hey, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another day of Conquer Your Day. We're learning to conquer the day with God so that we can have the day that we want. We want to have more peace and more clarity, more focus, and we want to have overall well-being in our lives, right? So we've been talking about how to do that and starting our day each and every morning with different ways of inviting peace, inviting positivity, and calmness into our lives and starting our day with gratitude. Now, we've been doing this in a way that gives us more of a solid foundation, right? This is not kind of this new agey kind of thing that's going on. We want to have clear, solid foundation in our lives that give us true guidance on how to move forward in our days so that we are not going through these high highs and low lows, constantly looking for and searching for something that is leaving us unfulfilled, unsatisfied, and then moving on to the next thing, right? So we need something with a firm foundation. And so in the firm foundation, we find, for the firm foundation, we find the Word of God, all right? So today, we are talking about declaring your day. Now, as we're talking about declaring your day, the question I have for you as we start off is, what do you want, right? What do you want out of your day? What do you need? What do you want your day to look like? What do you need for your day to be or to provide for you? As you go throughout your day, are you looking to gain more time to focus on the things that you want to do within your business, in your career? You want to spend more time with your friends and family, your loved ones. You need more time for yourself. Perhaps you need to get back to an old hobby that you have once laid down, right? Which helps you to kind of get back to who you are, a sense of identity, a sense of self, right? Maybe it is reclaiming your health, because again, we're doing this for overall well-being, right? So if we're talking about overall health, maybe you're looking at trying to get more, creating new habits in your life, which is maybe getting up and exercising, or finding time to exercise in your day, or eating healthier meals or something to that effect, right? Well, as we are looking to establish these habits in our day, we need to figure out like how to do that, because as of right now, what's happening is, remember, we're starting our days with our mind racing to the end of the day, and then we are trying to catch up, and we don't want to do that anymore. And so over the last day or two, we've kind of looked at things that we can do, waking up, starting our day with prayer, positivity, and gratitude, focusing on those things that are positive, right? Because again, we understand that God has given us new grace, new mercies every day, and so therefore we have something to look forward to. We have new opportunities to look forward to. And so now we want to be more specific. What are some of the things that we want to look forward to in the day? So if one of those things is we want to look forward to, again, more time with our friends, more time with our family, more time for ourselves, more time to maybe pursue something more creative in our lives, then we need to ask God for what it is that we want. We need to ask God for what it is that we want. And so therefore we can stand with him in agreement for the things that we are asking for. So that brings me to our scripture for today. We're going to look at a couple of verses in the text. Okay. So we're going to look at Matthew chapter 7, verses 7 through 11. Matthew chapter 7, verses 7 through 11. Okay. So it reads, "Ask, and it will be given unto you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened. For everyone who asks receives. The one who seeks finds. And the one who knocks, the door will be opened. Which of you, if your son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a snake? If you, then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him?" So the question for you is, we know how to give things. We know how to give good things to one another, right? You give your kids gifts, you give Christmas gifts, you give birthday gifts. If someone needs something from you, you give them something, and you give good things. But if you know how to give good things, and we are not perfect people, then the one who is perfect knows exactly what to give us. He can give us the greatest gifts that we need to give us to help us through our times, help us through our days, because one, he has given us the day, so therefore he will give us what we need to get through the day. So the question for you is, are you willing to seek him to receive what it is that you need? Now, part of seeking him for what you need, we're going to have to use a little bit of wisdom, right? Because as we're trying to develop new habits, one of the habits we need to develop, right, is to seek God in wisdom. Seek God in wisdom. Now, we can ask for a lot of things. You want to eat healthier. You need more time in your day, and you're like, oh my gosh, like there's no possible way. Well, in wisdom, we can seek God for that. So this is what I like to do. I ask God for 3 things. I ask God for wisdom, strength, and courage. I ask God for wisdom, strength, and courage. And then I position myself believing that what I have asked for, he shall fully give. Right? So remember, you have to position yourself to receive what you ask for. Because remember, you start the day off believing that God, this is a new day. God has given me the day. God, I lay the day before you, and I trust you with the day that you have given me. And therefore, I am now expecting great things out of today, right? And you are anticipating those things, and so you have thanked him in advance for those things. Well, now we are seeking some of these things, and the things that you are seeking him for are wisdom, courage, and strength. Now, strength. Your strength comes from God. Your strength comes from the Lord. You cannot do all things in your own strength throughout the day. I don't care what you do. We're not superhuman. We're just not. And we're just fleshy people. Our body gives out, our mind gets weary, things happen. Whatever we plan during the day doesn't always go the way that we need, or the way that we desire for them to go. So therefore, we need strength. We cannot do everything on our own. We need courage. We need courage to do or to not do the things that we must, so that we can have time to focus on what's important. So we need courage to do or not do what you must, so that you can have time to focus on what's important. And then you also need wisdom to know what's beneficial and what's not, considering what you desire to accomplish today and every day. Now, wisdom. We know that we gain skills. We know that we acquire skills, and we have these abilities to do things. But wisdom is the understanding, the capacity, the ability to effectively apply the knowledge that we have, right? So think about the level of anxiety that we normally have in our given day. Well, if you have started this whole routine and things are going well, because remember, we want to be committed in the things that we do, right? So you're committed, you're working out this routine, you're planning some things. Well, something takes a turn. Well, we have a hard time with dealing with challenges. Well, if we have wisdom, then we can understand how to apply the knowledge that we have been given effectively in different situations at different times in our lives. That is wisdom. If we keep trying to apply or do the same thing in different situations, we're kind of being unwise. And that's why we are creating this level of angst and operating in fear, because we're like, oh my gosh, I only know one way of doing it. You have this tunnel vision way of getting through life, and we don't want to have tunnel vision. For instance, if you are a type of person that not the type of person, but if you are a person who, you work nights, or maybe you work swings, or you're a mid-shift person, and we're talking about conquering the day, and we're talking about getting up early in the morning, and you're like, well, I don't need this information. This information doesn't apply to me because I don't get up in the morning. Well, you take the knowledge of what's been given to you, and then you use wisdom to apply it effectively to your life, meaning it's still good information. You just have to apply it to the right time frame for you. You may not get up at 6 in the morning, but your morning is in the afternoon compared to what someone else is. And if you're a type of person to where your schedule changes or it varies, then again, you apply the information as it works in your life. So we don't throw it all away because it's bad knowledge. It's not bad knowledge. You just have to have the wisdom on how to effectively apply it to your life. All right. So now that we kind of got that little disclaimer out the way, let's move on. So now that we have asked God for strength, wisdom, and courage, we need to kind of proclaim that we need to declare our day, meaning that, again, you are standing in agreement with the fact that you know that God is going to grant you these things throughout the day, so that you can accomplish the things that you desire to accomplish. Basically, you are coming into agreement with what you have already asked for. So remember, we talked about showing gratitude. And gratitude, we were thanking God for something that we had not seen yet, right? So this is the same thing. We are kind of declaring like, okay, God, I've asked you for this. I'm seeking you for this. Excuse me. I'm seeking you for this. And therefore, I am declaring now that I am going to receive the things that I have asked you for. Why? Because it's in your word that you're going to give it to me. It's in your word that if I seek you and if I ask you for these things, then it shall be given unto me. So therefore, I'm declaring now that I'm going to receive it. And I'm declaring now that I am going to embrace what it is that you have for me, so that I can be more peaceful and have more of a productive day. And I can use this, and I can do the things or accomplish the things that I desire. I can have more time with my friends. I can have more time with my family. I can pick up that old habit, not old habit, I pick up that old hobby that I so desperately wanted to pick back up. Because time is, yes, we get 24 hours in a day, but time belongs to God. Time belongs to God. And so as we go throughout the day, God will show us, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what you don't need to do. Hey, I need you to stop. Hey, I need you to change. Hey, I need you to move in a different direction. But we need to have the wisdom to be able to do that. And we need to also be able to have the strength to be able to move forward in those things. Because again, different challenges come up, and we want to be able to move and the strength of God to do so as things happen in our lives. So remember, we talked about being committed, right? We talked about being committed. Well, sometimes, as much as we are committed, things change, right? And so, like I said, if things are changing, how do you deal with change? Well, we can carry ourselves but so far, and then we know and declare that the strength of God that we have asked for will continue to carry us the rest of the way. Because, again, whatever it is that we seek God for, He shall provide, and we know that we cannot do all things in our own strength, okay? So, you want to, again, declare these things that you have sought God for, so that you can move accordingly in your day. You are basically taking a stand with God and on His word that you shall have what you need, and then move forward, anticipating such, and embracing the positive things to come, embracing and anticipating the positive things to come. And of course, you want to continue to express gratitude along the way. Yes, you express gratitude first thing, and initially, to say thank you for what is to come. But then when it happens, express gratitude again. God, I thank you for strength. God, I thank you for courage. God, I thank you for wisdom. And even in moments where it feels like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm getting depleted, you don't focus on feeling depleted. You say, God, I thank you for strength. I thank you for wisdom. I thank you for courage. And as you continue to thank God for those things, you will feel yourself being built back up again, because as you continue to thank Him and come into agreement with what it is that you're asking Him for, or what it is that you sought Him for in the morning, it will continue to come unto you. So as you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling frantic during the day, remember we talked about stop and breathing, and just taking a moment to reset. So resetting is coming back into an agreement with what it is that you sought God for that morning, and you thank Him for it. You thank Him for it. You don't say, oh my gosh, God, I need it. God, I need it. No, remember, you said in the morning, I already know you're going to give it to me. So therefore, even in the moment, you say, I thank you for it. I thank you for strength. I thank you for courage. And I thank you for wisdom. Because in the moment, you will be able to breathe that again. And then as the Holy Spirit continues to give you what it is that you need, you will then be able to move forward in the next thing, or the next thing that you need to do. All right? This is how you declare your day. This is how you declare your day. You want to declare what you need and receive the blessings of God throughout the day, today, and every day. Well, That's all I got for you today. Hopefully, you'll take it all in, apply it to your life. And remember, we don't leave the lesson from yesterday behind. We actually build upon it every day. And so if you notice today, we kind of built upon a little bit from yesterday, added it on to today, and it will keep doing that each and every day. So that, again, you can build the habits that you need so you can start your day with God for greater peace, greater clarity, greater focus, and overall greater well-being. I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Well, have a great day. Actually, make it a great day. And may the peace of God be your portion. Bye for now.